Welcome back to the Motion Gallerium. It's the year 1978 when a serial killer known as the Grabber scours the streets of a suburb of North Denver, Colorado. Finney and his younger sister Gwen reside in the area with their abusive father Terrence, whose wife died of suicide after a series of untreated nightmares. Finney is bullied at school, but his friend Robin fights off the bullies. Gwen has inherited her mother's ability and dreams about the Grabber kidnapping Bruce. Police detectives Wright and Miller interview Gwen, believing she might know the kidnapper. When her father learns about the questioning, he punishes Gwen. The Grabber then abducts Finney, who wakes up in a basement with a broken phone on the wall. When it rings, he answers and hears static, then a voice telling him to dig and escape. Finney starts to dig, but the house's foundations are too deep for him to go any deeper. The Grabber brings Finney food but leaves the basement door unlocked. As Finney tries to escape, he gets a call from Billy, another victim of the Grabber, who warns Finney that the Grabber is waiting at the top of the stairs to hurt him if he tries to escape as part of a twisted game. Finney uses a cable to climb up the window, but his weight causes him to fall. Gwen tells Terrence about her dream of Finney's kidnapping when Wright and Miller question a man named Max who lives in the area with his brother and has shown great interest in the Grabber's case. Little does he know that Finney is confined in his basement, and surprisingly, the kidnapper is actually his brother. Finney gets a call from Griffin, who tells him the combinations to the front door and that the Grabber has fallen asleep. He goes out and unlocks the door, but the Grabber's dog barks and he is quickly captured. Another boy named Vance tells him he could break through a wall to a fridge in the adjacent room. Finney does such only to find the fridge door locked. Before he gives up, he gets a call from Robin, who inspires him to stand up for himself and fight the kidnapper by packing the phone with dirt and using it as a weapon. Gwen sees the Grabber's house in a vision and calls Wright and gives him the address, where the police rush to the place and find the bodies of the Grabber's victims in the basement. Meanwhile, Max realizes that Finney is trapped in the basement, and as he tries to rescue him, he is killed. Grabber decides to kill Finney. Finney uses the cables from his previous attempt to escape and trap the Grabber, hits him with the phone and uses the cord to strangle him as his previous victims taught him. With the Grabber's death, the souls of his victims can finally rest, knowing justice had been done. Finney then uses a steak from the freezer to feed the dog and leaves the house, which surprisingly is across the street from where the police raided. Their father begs them for forgiveness for mistreated them, and sometime later, Finney is now a hero and sits close to his crush and tells her she can call him Finn. Hit that subscribe button for more recaps, a small gesture to you, most meaningful to us.